Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me, and I am a street fighter now. Yeah, that's me. We're on mission 14 of Devil May Cry 3, part 5, and we've got to charge upwards towards the sky. Whoa, weird noise. Anyway, so we start off back here after we got our asses handed to us by Arkham / Jester, and Virgil has left us a little present. I don't know why I panic looking at it, but it is Beowulf, Flash Gauntlets and Greaves, a set of boosts and attack speed, making him a lethal weapon. It is the Ifrit version of this game. It allows you to do punch and kicks. Every single attack can be charged. It allows you to do a little flash kick. It allows you to do killer bees. It allows you to do some Ryu like Shinshurikens, however you say that frickin' word. I've never been able to say it. I can't say it. It's never going to happen. Yeah, uppercuts and things. We're just going to buy all the actions for it now. So yeah, straight, level 2, beast uppercut. And obviously it gets Rising Dragon, which is a better version. If you spam the triangle button, triangle Y, whatever button you're pressing, you can get some other stuff. So like so. Go into the normal uppercut, or you follow them upwards. Like so. It's pretty great. Dive kicks, straights, in Devil Trigger, your normal attack is like a little flurry. They're very good. They're good. I am not great with them. Also, the enemies they're going to throw at us now, I don't feel great for them. But that might just be me. I'm not going to use them that much, just because I'm not great with them. I do like them though. They're kind of cool. We're just showing off. There we go. Everyone's a charge. It is cool. You can get a lot of style, do a lot of damage. I'm just not that guy, okay? But you have to get a little bit good with them because the very first thing is a style adjudicator. It's the only mandatory one in the entire... there is another thing that I don't know if I've never done, well I have done but not in this playthrough. It's called DT Explosion. You hold down the Devil Trigger button, and depending how many pips go down when you release is how big of an explosion you do. That combined with some of Beowulf's attacks can do a ton of damage to enemies. But yeah, it is an option. I just never use it, but it is an option. You can use DT Explosion. It just does a bunch of damage to all the enemies around you. So we've now got to work our way outside to the tower, or back to the top of the tower, but with that middle tower going up. Saying tower a lot. The layout has changed. All the same levels, but just in different orders. Like we're back here now. Weird. And we've got a bunch of these guys, which I just don't feel are really great to use Beowulf against. I might be mad, but I just feel 3 hits with Rebellion is just a lot more useful in almost all that. Because it's quite low, it's just weird to do. Again, that could just be me being bad. I guess an uppercut would do some stuff, but it's just not. It's not for me. It usually comes so late in the game that I'm like so used to using like Agni and Rudra or Rebellion that I just don't put as much time into them as others may. They are good though. I won't take that away from them. So yeah, the last episode ended with Arkham revealing himself as Jester, which I wasn't very subtle about, and neither is the game. Both got heterochromia. The big ball that Jester stands on has Arkham's weird face texture on it. I also mentioned that Arkham is like an extreme version of Virgil, and Jester's like an extreme version of Dante. Jester isn't Arkham's only like persona or other personality. In one of the like light novels, you see another one which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know that's true. I've looked on the wiki. Yeah, there's other personas of Arkham that show up in that book. We got to ride the Temperance wagon one more time for the fun. Oh yeah, I also didn't say lots of the moves that kind of like in Devil May Cry 1 with doing killer bees and things. It's a lot of Street Fighter moves. Again, reuse attacks, Kami's attacks. It's cool. It also gives you kind of Meteor when you use Swordmaster for it. Which, you know, some Devil May Cry 1 things. I'm trying to think of what orbs are coming up. To be fair, there's another kind of... It's kind of mandatory orb. We've seen it already. It was after the like the Hell Labyrinth, or we could walk into the end of the labyrinth. That's kind of an impossible one to miss as well. So now we also have all the melee weapons. We will get the final ranged gun weapon at the end of this episode. I don't know if we'll get to use it, but we will get it, and it's very cool. Yeah, I'm really trying to use Beowulf, but it's just not working out. It's not working out. I use it a lot more in Bloody Palace when I'm getting used to it again. It's a weird... I really liked Ifrit a lot, but Beowulf... I don't know, because there's so many options of weapons. It's not my jam in this game as much as later fist weapons will be. And so yeah, this is the labyrinth maze. So you go in a door, and some chess pieces spawn, and usually that opens up another door somewhere else in the maze, and you just have to walk around until you get to the end. It's not hard. Is this the first time we've seen them? These are the knights. They can jump just like they can in chess, and they swing their head around, and they do a bunch of damage. They're not too different from the pawns, other than the fact that they have like a ground pound. I also don't massively enjoy fighting them. I just really don't. Again, I really respect the idea and how far they went with the idea. I just don't enjoy fighting them very much. And this maze is all just like puzzle pieces. The bishops will show up. The rooks will show up in this episode as well. There's just too many chess pieces. Just chill out with the chess pieces. So I opened another door down there, other way, which you could have gone down, but pointless. I don't even know what's in there. It's not the way out though. So we have more pawns, which again, really cool design. Really like them. They look imposing and threatening, but not fun to fight. Oh, there was you saw it for a literal second. The devil trigger for Beowulf. I keep wanting to call it Ifrit. I think it was because Ifrit talked to you as well as you put it on. Well, I guess Beowulf talked to you, and then got beat by Virgil. I like to think Virgil left it there for Dante, just to be like that. Here you go, bud. But also, that's probably not true. I don't know. Maybe he lost them when he was thrown into the pit, because at this point he's just been thrown into a pit. I don't know. Who knows? You do, when you play as Virgil, get his Beowulf moveset. It is different from Dante's. That like downward kick, like the putting his leg out like kick thing he did to cut, like destroy Beowulf's body. That's one of his attacks, and it's a very damaging attack. It does a lot of damage. I will show off playing as Virgil. I'm not going to do a whole playthrough as Virgil, so we won't see all of his moves unlocked, because it's essentially you start from the beginning. You don't have any of your red orbs or blue orbs or anything, which means I'd have to play for quite a lot again to unlock all of his moves, which I'm not going to do, but I will show off quite a lot of them. And also you can see what they are in the menu, so it's not the end of the world. And one more chess room, and we get to our blue orb. Again, there's a second one that's just right in the way. It's weird. It's like by the time they're like 4 fireballs like appear, it always feels like I'm in the middle of a combo string that I can't get out of quick enough. I don't like them. Stop giving me chess pieces. There is like Devil May Cry 1. There's not really enemies I don't like. I think they're all kind of really cool. Blades. What else? Just trying to think from all genres. Yeah, I like them all. I think they're all really cool. Devil May Cry 3, chess pieces, and another angelic enemy that will be showing up later can just walk off a cliff. Don't enjoy them. Don't enjoy them. Devil May Cry 4 is the Angelos. I just don't like fighting the Angelos, which is a problem because that's a lot of the game. I just don't like fighting them. And 5? Just thinking for all the enemies in 5. They're the blitzes. The super fast lizards are annoying to fight. I don't dislike them, but they put like quite a halt to fun, you know. But other than them, there's not really enemies in DMC 5 I don't like. DMC Devil May Cry pre-definitive edition, the enemies that you can't hit when they change like different colour, they're annoying. I don't hate them when they're standard enemies, but once you put that mechanic on them, I don't massively enjoy. But a lot of them are quite generic designs, like they don't really stand out to me, to be fair, in DMC Devil May Cry. I really like the runners, the ghost run, is that what I don't remember what they're called. They're cool. They're really cool. I can't remember what they're actually called though. Hey, we're back here, and tower, and should be a real cool cutscene for you to enjoy. And that is a preview for Cavalier in Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, that becomes a moveset, and it's cool. Hey, we got an S, and a D, and a C, and a B, and an S. But that's giving us a B. Unfair. After this, we're going to have the worst enemy in the game. Like, it's just... it sucks. And we've got the angels. So these are they fallen angels? They're fallen angels. I think they're female as well. So they kind of work. like the Sin Scissors, where they can move obviously through walls, which is fine. But they also have two phases. They have ones where their wings are in front of their face and they can't take damage while in that form until you hit it enough and the shield breaks and then you can hit their face. But then they follow this attack pattern where they fly around and are almost impossible to hit. They'll then stop and do that swing attack and be really annoying to hit. Like timing it so you're not hit by that, but you can still get hits in. Annoying. And sometimes they'll throw the spear at you that does a ton of damage and then it explodes. They haven't got many moves, but they just aren't fun to fight. Gunslinger may be a really good choice. You can do a ton of damage with some charged gunslingers, but they are annoying. If you leave them too long, they regenerate their like main shield. They're just annoying. It's the bit after you hit them and they do this and fly away, and you just feel like really inept. Like you feel like you can't do anything. And later on, like sometimes they just do a ton of damage. I don't enjoy. I also don't really enjoy this mission, to be honest. So the way it works, I think we'll get there, but I'll explain it now. Is there are three little orbs we need, and they're hidden around the whole tower. But the tower revolves depending on where you spin a little pad, and that depends what room you go into. And then some rooms you've been in will be like on its side, like those rooms with the walls that had big rotating blades. They may be on their side, and you've got to hop over them. And it's just a lot of walking backwards and forwards, fighting some annoying enemies, and I don't massively enjoy it. Like I love this game, but I don't enjoy this mission massively. Also, the blue orb is a little annoying to get just because it's out of the way. But we'll hey, not fair, spiders. So the Devil Sprout lift, it will show us the orbs we need if we click it. There we go. There are 3 indentations, so we got to find them 3 gems. This takes us outside. Yep. Where we came out when we killed the big old whale. And there's also one of these red crystal things, but we'll just mess it up. We'll do Dance Macabre on it, because it's very useful. Down and out. Thanks, Dante. So down here, there's still the welcome sign, which is fun. Always, if you jump up by the Leviathan's eye, you get some red orbs. And doing this activates kind of the mission, the level. An energy source has been activated. Large snapping sound. So we'll go back to the room where the Spada women were, and we'll start spinning the rooms around. Some of the doors we've seen have like 3 like logos on them that's in different like angles. So depending on what one is facing where, depends what room you go in. I'll show you how you get the blue orb. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's just a long mission. Some of the hallways are really annoying to fight in, and we're not getting hells anymore. We're getting the angels. We're getting chess pieces. We're getting big spider women. We're getting this room. This is what I meant. We come back here, everything spins, and it will hurt you. If you touch the blades, you will get hurt. It isn't fun. I don't like this room either. I'm not saying a lot of negative stuff about this. I don't know what it was. I was in a weird space when recording this one. I think I come off the high of that Virgil fight, and then I remembered, I don't massively enjoy the next few missions. And then you get some real cool stuff, like real cool stuff. But you just got to get through this mission. Like, it's not even overly challenging. It's just they put kind of annoying enemies in the way. Like these guys in this hallway. I'm just not a fan of you guys. I've even forgotten your name. I haven't even got my phone next to me to tell me what you're called. So I'm not gonna. Is it the Durham? I don't know. They're done. I don't even think that's all of them. Let's not get messed up by these. Oh no, there is more. Of course there's more. So many more. This was the room where we saw the soul eaters for the first time, I'm pretty sure. I don't think these big old blades were going around then. They may have been, but I don't think they were. Yeah, it's weird. I always forget that this mission exists. And then I do it and I'm like, I think it's because you're backtracking through places you've already been and they're not massively different. They just add some extra, like, hassle in the way. Hey, we got the Halcyon. This is also like the second or third time we've had to collect Halcyon parts. Yeah, it's just... I don't know, it's like... It feels like padding, you know? Like, you just had that climactic thing, and I understand maybe some downtime to build back up, but it just... I want to stop Arkham and collecting these little red gems in rooms I've already been in that are now just a bit more annoying to get around isn't really what I want. What happens after this I think is pretty great, but this isn't. But things are going to come together and it's great. It's great. It's all great, but this isn't great. So what do I say? We've been for this room 3 times and now there's just more of these red things, more spinning, and now we've got to hit this panel while we're on a spinning platform. What do you want from me? What's my job here? I'm here to tell you how to do things and you know what you're doing here. Is spinning this round. And the only thing I can reasonably tell you about is how to get the blue orb, but that's for a while yet, because this is long. This is a long thing, and this still isn't fun to jump around. This is really epic music for this. This hell. There we go. Let's get out of this room. We're done. We never have to come to this room ever again. And that is a blessing for all of us. But now we have the rounded pathway. And here we just have the same room, but everything's on its side, and it's more annoying to jump through. Also, but the upside is, I guess, you don't actually have to fight this enemy. There's no, like, red orb door stopping you. They're also just a little bit high, making them annoying to combo. There we go. I had a green orb, though, that gave me no health, so okay. So yeah, you can skip these if you want. It's not even like you can like have like combo on them. They're just like moving real slow. And you just have the helm split. So the other pad is there next to us. We're back with the spiders. The arachnes. I don't know what it is. I feel like I should really like these enemies. But there's something about them. I think they just take like one combo too long to die, you know? They just feel like they just take a little too long to go down. And they never seem to, they only have one response, which is to charge at you, which is annoying. This is not going to be negative, okay? This is not part negative, it's part 5. We've got 2 left. And then we'll get real negative with DMC4. I'm joking. I love it. So I was going to try and use Beowulf here, but a lot of his attacks are charged and they jump away. So again, I'm just not... I keep trying, okay? I'm trying to show you all the weapons. But at one point, it's that like... This game's about being stylish, obviously. But there's some enemies that don't feel like they play into that, or are fun to fight in a way that makes you want to be stylish. They're like, I want these enemies out of the way so I can get to the enemies I find really fun to fight. Because they don't react to you hitting, so again, they make you feel quite impotent. Unless you get like an uppercut and knock them back, your normal combos don't feel like they really do much. So, I don't know. It might just be me. It might just be me, but I don't feel like... Oh, sorry, it knocked me out the door. I don't feel like I want to style on them enemies. Like the Hell Vanguard, I feel great Royal Guarding it, and I feel like I'm styling on it and like beating it. Feels good. Those guys know. When I'm fighting frosts, or even in this game. What are in this game? What can I say in this game? What other enemies make me go like, yeah. Like any version of the Hells really. I feel good. Good fighting. But chess pieces, they don't react to what you're doing other than like the little bits of chip. And I don't find that very fun. I think that's maybe what it is. I want a reaction from the enemy. And like the Hell Vanguard, when you roll guard and it has that like sad that it didn't get the hit, it feels good. But these, I don't feel like I'm getting like the haha. This room sucks, by the way. It's just these two guys and then the things right there. It also doesn't help that this feels like padding. Like it feels like, well, we've got all these assets. Let's just use them one more time. We'll just use them once more. It won't be annoying, I promise. So blue orb time. I mess it up first and we'll have to run back around. But I will tell you what to do. So what you want to do is you want to spin this boy until it's not green on the bottom. I'm sure when it's purple. Well, not green, blue, whatever. You want it so that the horse face is down. I think. You want it so the horse face is down. And that means it's taking us back to the Colosseum. I'm saying this, but I feel I messed it up. So we're going to hold on until I find out. Yeah, this is wrong. I'm sure this is wrong. This is wrong. I did it wrong. Maybe it is the blue one, the teal coloured one. I think it's the teal coloured one that wants to be down, and that'll take you to. You'll know because the first room you go in is the hallway where Arkham was stabbed, and the 11 is on the floor. In that room, you follow it onwards, and it will lead you to the blue orb. I messed up, so ignore me. Clearly didn't practice enough before doing this one. At least we got all our health back. That's a... Oh god, there's more. Oh god, there's so many more. I don't like you, Arachnes. I like the idea. I think you're kind of cool in design, even if you are just big spider women. You're not the best spider woman. You're not Quelaag. Quelaag's the best spider woman. Well, I mean, woman who's half spider. Because there's so many spider women. Jessica Drew. But best half spider woman is Quelaag by far. Followed these... Do any other half spider women out there? I don't know. Queen Alien is a little spidery, isn't she? Okay, I'll go Quelaag. We'll go these guys, and then I'm putting Queen Alien in. She might not be, but she feels like she is in my heart. I don't know. So I'm sure it's the yeah, it's the next one. I messed up. Okay, give me a break. I've been doing this a while. Yeah, there we go. Marble throughway into the Colosseum room, and then we jump all the way down to the Colosseum. Okay, I didn't need to read that. Here, nope, next one. We will have one more Jester fight coming up soon as well, and we'll talk about why that doesn't make sense, but okay. So the next room is, yeah, there's the big horses. So in here we have more of the fallen angel guys. We're not going to ignore them, we're just not going to fight them up there, we're going to fight them down here. But if you run around, all the way around, there is the next blue orb fragment. Nice. And we got these guys, so we're going to fight them. So when they're there, like halfway through the floor, not a problem. But just, they're always come in twos. I also think they're female according to the file on them. They're weird. They're weird. It is like a newer version of the sin scythes and sin scissors and death scythes and death scissors, who actually come back in Devil May Cry 5, and they're great. I love them. They're so good. They're really great to buster. I really like that. So yeah, using guns or gunslinger is not a bad idea. It means you can keep away from them. You can do permanent damage even when they're doing this and moving away. They're just an irritating enemy. I think there's a mission later on that I actively restarted because they messed me up so bad. And I was like, I'm not carrying on. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing turn of events. Almost dead, and then we can get out of it. Literally, we just got to get to the elevator, and we're done. We're good. We're golden. Back to the platform. And then we've got another boss with a person who I keep spoiling every time I go to the boss section of the files. But don't worry about that. Just don't worry about it. Just don't. We just got to run all the way back. We just got to run all the way back. And do the spider ladies respawn? I hope not. I really hope they don't. Be a real big disappointment for everyone if they respawn. Just fly across, Dante. Just fly across. Your goal is right there. Why do you even need the elevator? You can fly. You can... I'm sure there was a thing with Devil May Cry 1 that... I can't remember the name of the director from Devil May Cry 1. Itsuno does this one. It is Kamiya. Hideki Kamiya. I'm sure there was a thing he said that Dante could stay in Devil Trigger permanently. And would like never age and stuff. But that was Devil May Cry 1. Who knows anymore, but you can fly anywhere. Just fly all day, every day. You're a demon, man. We got one fragment. We got two. And we are done. The elevator is open, and I think there may be a cutscene. No. I thought there was. This episode is sponsored by Them Edge. They're a sword now. In association with the Temen-ni-gru chess tutoring. Do you want to learn to play chess? Well, you're not going to learn here. You just survive. Run. Run.
He plucks the threads that make us dance finger and toe. We surrender, enjoy, to the lowest of the foul and rank. We submerge through darkness, rancid filth. Hour by hour, we move downward, ever closer to hell, in a slow, steady gait. Now, let the world resonate. Sloth, gluttony, greed, envy, lust, wrath, and pride. A bell of chaos that tolls human desires. After 2,000 long years, the once sealed gate to the demonic world will open. Destruction! Carnage and despair! Let your instincts drive you. Entrap this world in fear, as its very name, Temen-ni-gru, strikes terror into the heart of mankind. Then I will become the ultimate ruler of this wasteland, engulfed with pandemonium. The demonic power that Spada once imprisoned
That big like spinning vortex, I pointed out, it was in Devil May Cry 1. When you're in like the mirrored world, you can see that big hell vortex. It's cool. It's cool. We see it again, I think, later in this game as well. But I like that's the entrance to hell, just a big vortex.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
So, not to continue the negativity here, I don't massively enjoy this mission much either. Again, it's collecting 2 items. The way you have to do it is by going to areas you've already been. And if you remember, I talked over it and didn't really mention it. Was it the last episode? No. There's a big swinging ball that you have to break. You have to do that twice, but with two balls. Yeah. I know, you do it once with 1 ball, the second time with 2 balls. Depending on what pathway you go down. Again, it just feels... I think, like, I don't mind the design of the Temen-ni-gru, but it does get a bit samey over time. And the game does try and break it up with like the Leviathan and stuff and what happens after this. I was trying to get Rising Dragon to work. What happens after this does mix it up a little bit. But even if they had like a few more missions on the street or like outside, like you had to do a little bit more to get in to fill some time, it's just kind of annoying that they fill time in the exact same areas you've already been. Not that like, this game is the combat less than design. Like Bloody Palace works and you're fighting in just a big empty circle and it's still fun as hell, but that works because you're there just to do the combat and you get a wide range of enemies that you feel like you can style on, whereas not only are these reused areas, they just feels like they add a lot of irritating enemies. Like it has like these guys, I really like these guys, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it feels like these are matched up with enemies that don't make them as fun to do. I don't know what it is. There's something about these last few missions that just don't hit the same way, and I always forget is in the game and wish sometimes it maybe wasn't in the game. Even if you were just in a blank room and you just had a fight, like I'd be fine with that. It's just this feels like filler. But this bit, you have timed a time where you have to destroy this. If you don't do it in time, it flies back up and completely heals itself, which is fun. That's a fun thing to do. This one you just have to hit yourself. The second one you have to get 2 of them to collide, and that really ain't fun. But there is a secret mission coming up after we do this. Again, if you don't do it in time, it flies back up like so, and you have to redo it, and it gets fully repaired because there's a little hell up there with a chisel and hammer repairing things. That's what I like to imagine, at least. Or the skulls inside like pull it back together. I don't know, but something repairs it, and I enjoy this massively. Especially as I know what's coming up is way cooler, and I'm just like, let me get to that. Get to the cool stuff. But on the right here, because of that little yellow outcropping, this is the next secret mission. Solve the crystal puzzle. So, this puzzle, there are different variations that can appear. It's not just this one, which is important to know that I couldn't just look it up and I had to work this out myself. Well, I could have looked it up, but I didn't. I worked this out myself. But what I didn't realise is that the actual solution, like it is in the actual puzzle, so it's weird I didn't click it, isn't that statue to the right. It's in the path behind it. It's in the little breakable wall. Because sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it is just get it to that statue. Sometimes it's not through the wall. This time it was through the wall. I'd already messed it up. I won't make you watch me try and figure it out for the time it took. I am going to speed it up. Because it took longer than I would care to admit to work this out. And it's because I didn't have the full puzzle. I didn't realise the actual solution was in the broken wall. Which is dumb of me. I know it is. Like, I can already see the solution. Leave them to get that across to there. It's fine. I just hadn't worked out the whole puzzle. But I thought you should see how... I'm going to be honest with how long this took me. In my, like, I realised, oh... the actual other solutions there. In my... Yeah, already messed up. In my practice run... it instantly did it, and it wasn't inside here, which is what confused me. So yeah, I can't really tell you how to do that. It changes. There's many a variation of it, but this was my variation, and there's the blue orb. I've only got 2 secret missions left, to be fair, which is nice. And we have the first part of our collectible thing, the Golden Sun. It's a JRPG. JRPG that was it on the Game Boy? Was it on the Game Boy? Or was it on the SNES? I got it on the Wii U, so I don't know what it was on originally. Anyway, these are the rooks. I guess it would be hard to differentiate the bishops from the rooks because they're both in chess people that can move in one solid direction. So whereas the rooks also have they shoot out their little fireballs in like 4 directions. These guys just shoot lasers in the 4 directions, which is cool, but again it's also quite limited. That's all they do, and it's really easy to just stand in the gaps and not get hit. So again, really respect the idea of making it work and making each chess piece play differently. 100% respect it. Don't enjoy fighting them. Just kind of dull. And dear God, will we get a lot of chess pieces coming up. So many chess pieces. I am ready, Dante, for a different enemy type. For a different enemy type than these bloody chess pieces. So once we've got the Golden Sun, we now have to go and get the moon. And then we get a boss fight that's cool. It's a cool boss fight. It's a good payoff to this. And we get another weapon that's cool. And we get some cutscenes that are cool. There's a lot of cool things coming our way, guys. We've just got to get through it. I'm trying to remember what the next secret mission is. And I remembered what it is. It's in the long hallway. Where we got the skill thing. It's the long hallway with the pointy spears coming out the walls. That's what it is. I've realised I don't need to fight these guys. I know I went to get revenge on him. That's fine. Like Devil May Cry 5 also has kind of a similar problem where the latter half of the game aesthetically gets very samey because you're inside the Clyfod? The Clyfod tree. And it's just like fleshy hell the whole way. But you have quite a while outside in Redgrave City, which helps. But then it becomes quite samey. But there's not any levels there that I'm like, I want to be doing this. They kind of stop with the Resident Evilness of needing to collect weird emblems to open doors, which I really enjoy in Resident Evil, but here it does drag a little bit because the combat's the thing you want, and these little gimmick things of hitting these, I want this. It's slightly annoying. There we go. I want to do this. I want to fight enemies that I enjoy fighting. But if I remember, I'm not about to fight an enemy I enjoy fighting. Is it the ghost? Is it the angels? Yep, it's the angels. I guess I get the idea. We want a new, like, Sin Scissor equivalent, because they're cool. But these ain't cool. These ain't them. You missed the mark, guys. I just keep thinking about I'm dreading playing Devil May Cry 4 because of the Angelos. I really, really hate fighting them. But that's fine. We're not there yet. We're playing Devil May Cry 3. Great game, guys. But this does feel a bit fillerish, you know. I generally can't wait for us to get to Devil May Cry 5. And I have decided we're going to play DMC Devil May Cry before we play Devil May Cry 5, which makes me a little bit sad because I just want to play it again. But it would be a disservice. There is so much that Itsuno liked about DMC Devil May Cry because he designed a lot of it. That just it'd be hard for me to be like, oh, here's where this comes from if I haven't shown you that. Oh, this is just from DMC Devil May Cry. Like everything from enemy intros to stuff Virgil can do, just a lot of it. There is some cool stuff, and I'm gonna do it. And I get to talk about the weird Dante isn't a gay cowboy stuff. You know, that makes sense. Oh yeah, so we open the main door, and then it's taken us to Cerberus's room, is it? It's at the Ice Guardian chamber, I'm pretty sure it is. Just looks very different because you come in at a different angle. And then there's now an opening in the ceiling that we can climb up. There's a lot of these red guys. And the enigmas. I'm really bad at names. Terrible. I don't even remember the red thing's names. This is a guide, and I can't tell you anything. I know this is Cerberus's room. That is all the information I will give you. The next room sucks. And I'm pretty sure I've fallen from that room into this many times, and all these enemies will respawn if you fall back in here. So for the love of God, don't fall back in the hole. You will respawn all those enemies. But yeah, it's like, hey, look, the hells are back. Hey, the hells are back. I love you, hells. Oh, what's that? You've triggered this room, so then everyone's back? Oh, God. Oh, and then everyone respawns again? Isn't this just the best that everyone respawns when you exit and enter rooms? Isn't that great? Isn't that real good? That's twice that I've fallen into a different room in this episode. I've missed you guys. I've missed seeing you. I'm pretty sure this is like the last time I'm going to see you. Oh my God, is it? You don't fight any when you do the going to hell. Oh my God. There's the bigger demons, but that might be the last hells in the game, guys. Oh God. Oh God, what a shame. This red orb can screw itself. If you mess up the jump, you go all the way down. No. Is there hells in here? I'm pretty sure it's spiders. Yeah. Oh my God, I think the last hells you fight in the game. I guess that's not entirely the end credits, but actual in the game. Half of it's there, bit of a bear. Go into there. Then you go up in here. Then you go. I think it may be. And that's real sad, because they're great. They're great standard enemies. You don't stop with Impusas. Impusas are everywhere. God, Soul Eaters. Why are you like this? Why do you do this? I won't miss you, spiders. I really won't. That's right, Agni and Rudra. Get them out. I always forget. We've used a lot of rebellion. I try to mix it up okay, but some you fall into those patterns where you're like, this combo works, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. There was a point, and I think it's in the next episode, that I got so frustrated. And we'll tell that story, but you know, pretty sure it's in the next episode. Hey, look, it's that 5 on the wall from all the way back at Mission 5. This was the Gigapede room. We're now incandescent space. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. It's kind of cool with the big old shiny cogs. And a vital star that we're never going to use. Nice shiny cogs. Is the next room a cutscene? Maybe. Yeah, it is.
What's wrong? You tired? Then stand back. I'll take care of this.
No, you stand back.
I told you, you can't do it. Don't you get it? This is not a human's job.
You're the one who doesn't get it. It's not something you can reason with. It has nothing to do with me being a human and you being a demon. I'm driven by the inability to forgive him. My soul is screaming, demanding me to kill him. That's enough motivation to keep me going. Besides, this is my family matter. You should stay out of it.
Okay, lady. I get the picture, but I can't just sit back and watch either. I'm pretty pissed at him too, you know. Now, get out of my way, or there'll be some consequences.
Fair enough. I wasn't planning on letting any demons live anyway. Not even one.
So if I hadn't already spoiled it, Lady's a boss fight. Isn't that cool? I also don't know how she's still going after literally being impaled through the leg. But that's fine. So this fight works. She uses all range. If you get a hit on her, she's probably going to run away and shoot you. So get 1 or 2 hits in and then trickster away. There's very few chances to get a lot of combos on her. For the most part, again, get a hit, you'll probably knock her back and then run because she'll machine gun. Later on she starts dropping mines. Yeah, it's kind of just hit once, run away, maybe hit twice. If you see her go into an animation, get the hell out of there. At the start she does mostly guns and cleaner and shots. There you go. If you get close to her, she will run away, and if you try and sting at her, she'll roll away, so it's kind of pointless, like so. She rolls away. You can't actually chase her, you've got to catch her off guard, like so. She'll get to a point, she starts grappling away, and when she does, she drops mines. She'll usually land on the top of one of the bookshelves. There you go. Up there. And she throws a bunch of grenades, slash mines, whatever you want to call them. And they do a bunch of damage. She then has a final attack where she jams the cleaner round into the ground and shoots like a barrage of missiles. I can't remember what the move's called. But it's quite easy to get up to her and attack her before she can follow through with it. It's not a terrible fight. It's kind of cool. I really like that there is a fight with Lady. She's not overly difficult though. It is cool, and you know, it's nice to see that, you know, kind of a moveset she may one day have. Here it is. When she says, "Are you scared?" and shoves that in the ground. I don't even know if I'll let her follow through with that attack. Maybe Dante can do it later on, so we'll show it either way.
I'll take care of him.
Why do you care so much?
This whole business started with my father sealing the entrance between the two worlds. And now, my brother's trying to break that spell and turn everything into Demonville. This is my family matter, too. Quite frankly, at first, I didn't give a damn. But because of you, I know what's important now. I know what I need to do.
Wait.
Trust me, I'll make things right for you. That's what my soul is telling me to do.
Use this.
How much is it gonna cost me?
You can give me your name.
Dante.
Dante. Please. Free my father.
I will, lady.
Lady's cool, clean around is cool, Dante's cool. Gun with lady's mother's name etched into the handle. It has various uses. Hell yeah, it does. So it's got a big arm missile. If I got a gunslinger, you get this. Which just does a ton of damage. It's great. And also you get a grapple hook. It's just a great gun. I really like that Dante gets some character development and why he transitions into the more sullen or adult Dante we get in Devil May Cry 1. I also like that the lady has a character arc. It's pretty great. I think we're nearing the end. Pressed the wrong button and just blew the hell out of a door. There we go. There we go. So, that is pretty much it for this episode. We have 2 more left. Not much more. We ain't going to drag this out. We're going to get through all these games quite quick. Come back throughout the week for more. I think we've got a fun multiplayer game this weekend. Gonna be honest, completely forgot there was another cutscene there. But there was, and look, it's Forsage from Devil May Cry 1. Isn't that cool? We'll talk more about that next time. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, we got a cool multiplayer game this weekend. And I'm pretty sure, does Dark Souls start next week? I don't even know, there's a lot of cool stuff. You know, check me out in other places. Maybe check me out on Twitch. Who knows? I hope you're good though. And yeah. Bye.